take it away. Take it far away. I guess you can burn off the calories every time you reach. It's gonna help.
Did you push play?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I reached for the nuggies.
Like when
I think you pushed record.
I had a press record.
Did you push record?
Nah, sir.
Did a ghost push record?
Must have.
Or are you lying to me?
No, I why would I lie about that?
Because I think you want to do a me. I think you want me surprised. You'd be like, so should we start this or what? You'd be like, yeah, Justin, we've been recording. I think you want to flip the script.
That was not the case. I'll tell you.
Alright, I'm going to hit record now. Thank you, Chris.
Or maybe you just want to make me feel like
I don't know what the record
fucking
button is.
Psychopath.
And then the record, I'd have to use the mouse to press record.
Yeah. Right there. That's the guy.
Huh.
That's the little guy right there.
It's Legato.
Player 1. Player 2.
Aaron.
Question.
Yeah.
Would you rather befriend your favorite developer or be coded into his or her game as a character?
Oh. I could get a lot of cool things being a buddy. Be like, oh, you made me a little statuette of some dude. I can't even think of who my favorite developer would be off the top of my head.
What's your favorite game?
I don't know.
What's one of your favorite games?
Doom.
Okay. Well, so would you rather befriend the person who made one of your favorite things? Or
If,
would
like,
you
the
rather
Doom
be-
remake comes out and I'm a crappy scientist being like, wait, don't open that, Gordon Freeman. You'll combine our dimensions and hell will break loose.
Gordon.
And, yeah, I know. Because hell...
Half-Life crossover?
They cross over, yeah.
Do
No.
Oh.
But I mean, like, hell starts invading Earth and then becomes, like, melded. It melds dimensions years before Half-Life.
Sure.
I think like, if I was his buddy, he might eventually put me on anyway.
Okay, so you would go buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. What about presuming he would not?
Sure. I'll stay buddy.
Stay buddy.
Stay buddy.
You would befriend it.
Yeah, maybe he'll give me a job.
Okay. Respectable.
Chris.
Same question.
I'm
Would you
gonna
rather befriend your favorite, absolute favorite developer? This is heavier for you, I think, because I think you have...
I'm very attached to a lot of developers, and my immediate answer is I'd befriend them. Not so that I could just be their friend. It's because I would hope to influence them into making, into using their talent for good.
Okay.
Good.
So you would hope to have, like, tea sessions where you would, like, hit their front yard.
I would hope to talk to them and tell them how they're fucking up and how to make things better.
Is this Capcom?
Well, Capcom's one of them.
I thought it would straight be Keiji Inafune, and you'd
Keiji
be like,
Inafune's
I
not
like
fucking
him
up.
so much
He's
that
not
I
fucking
want to
up.
be his friend.
I want to be his friend so I can play Mario number 9 with them. But
Sure. Well, I mean, fucking up or not, like, would you rather be your favorite developer's game, or in your favorite developer's game, or...
no, I don't care about being in a game. Like, I have no... That doesn't mean I have any
You'd not really be coded
gravity.
in?
No, not very narcissistic in any way. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care
need
about
that.
being in a game or having attention. I just want to have influence over over the development of their titles. That'd be kind of cool.
That makes me wonder, though. Do you mean, like, bit part? Like I said, like, scientist number 2 being like, don't open the door! Or, like, you are now Doom Guy?
Or we're talking like
He takes
main
off the mask, he looks like this
protagonist.
asshole.
Let's do, yeah, let's
NPC.
Let's do protagonist. Not like
Okay.
some NPC somewhere, but you're coded into the game as a...
My
Okay,
answer stands
okay,
unless
sure.
I'm love interest to Doom Guy.
Okay. So we have...
That's not that bad.
No, we have new players somehow on a 5-person multi-tap machine.
PlayStation 3 has 7 people.
You can
Okay.
Be, you can be the game master. Whatever.
That's true.
Wii U does
Or you
8.
put on like a shitty extension.
We could call it a Wii U game,
Yes.
and you could be the bastard that's playing God on like
It's
Super
Bowser.
Mario.
Anyway, the voice you're hearing, player 3.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Bill. I'm from Wisconsin.
Is it
No,
Bill
no, no.
Braskin?
I'm a son of a bitch. No, my name's Zach. Hi.
He's got a toenail on the end of his penis. Bill Brasky, I have a question for you. Would you
See?
rather befriend your favorite developer of a video game, or be coded permanently for all time into one of their games?
Oh, that's a hell of a question.
You have 3 seconds. 2.
I like grapes.
I'd rather be coded in.
Okay. Why?
As long as I'm a permanent character, it's I can die and not die.
Sure.
It's like the Skynet effect.
right.
So
You'd rather just see yourself
yeah, I'd rather
in the game. And
it'd be like think of it this way. I had a friend that was actually in one of the NCAA football games.
Okay.
he's always going to be in that football game.
Right.
Can't take it
Immortalize
away
him.
from him. Yeah, he might be tight end number 84 on Montana State,
Right.
but that's him.
Right.
He didn't get paid for it though. That's the thing.
Well, he
Well,
never
yeah.
mentioned getting paid.
No. It would just be befriending your favorite.
I was just
developer,
making the
like-
joke that they don't make NCAA games because of that whole debacle.
Yeah. And then for the NCAA games, like people will drop those. Like I don't know anybody who plays ESPN 2K5 anymore.
Yeah.
But people are in that game forever now. Or the Xbox. The Xbox One.
Don't forget about
not
the
the
Dreamcast.
Xbox One, but the Xbox. I still play the Dreamcast.
I still play Dreamcast too.
Player 4. What's your name?
Player 4. It's Jimmy.
Jimmy Schmitz.
Jimmy
fun.
Schmitz. Player 3 is my indentured servant.
Yes. / sibling.
Yes, one of those two. I sometimes forget, but
I have trouble with that line as well.
Yeah.
My little brother, who's been on here before.
but
But I'm the older brother.
You are.
I'm his god.
I see.
no. You see, I just said you were the servant.
But I could
I
have
see.
killed you.
Player
Almost
4.
happened.
Same question.
Same question. I think I would want to be bros with the developers.
Who's your developer of
I'm
choice?
gonna have to go with. I'm a shooter guy. I gotta go with Bungie. I'm big
Okay.
on Destiny right now. Always been big on Halo. So to bro around with them, I think going to their studios and hanging out that would be
Upside
pretty.
down visors.
Yes.
He plays Master Chief. He'd be like Junior Chief Sergeant 3.
Yeah. You don't ever have to take his helmet off, but could you put my face under there? Or-
Yeah.
You'd know. That's
Easter
all that
egg.
really matters.
Nah.
Somebody
will find
asked,
a
you
way.
could, nod, little wink. That's a visual gag I had to say out loud.
It's good radio.
Yeah, it's good radio.
We're good at radio here. We have a lot of visual gags. Today I'm player 5. My name is Piper, and previously I was going to say bro around with the developers, but I think I'm changing my answer. If it was an RPG and I could be Cloud or be the number one person or Oliver from Ni no Kuni, I think I would do that. I would be forever on an obscure RPG somewhere and just give up knowing the developer.
Some people are gonna hate that character. Be like, I wish I could kick this asshole out of the party.
Sure.
It was so much better when he was in a wheelchair and I had Sid.
Right.
Even though it really Cloud wrecked everyone's day, but
Yes.
he was deadly.
But that's me. That's I would do that. So the developers are outvoted. These two went developer as well. And we went for coded in.
No, he went developer. He went buddy with developers.
Yeah.
That's 3-2.
No,
That's 3-2. We're outvoted.
I see.
So that means that's your answer.
Our preference is least popular.
So we're wrong.
we're the
That's-
wrong ones.
That's
You're-
the incorrect
just
opinion.
fuck me, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm the asshole.
We always knew you were the asshole.
Everybody, internet, you're listening to MultiTap.
Hello, and welcome all to MultiTap Theatre. The following is an entertainment show with special focus on the modern and retro gaming eras. Explicit language and content is utilized for emphasis and flourish, so please monitor children's listening. Yes, listener discretion is most gravely advised. The hosts welcome all audiences and encourage audience participation in most forms. Any visual or oral resemblance to any person living, famous, or deceased is strictly intentional. And now, for your listening pleasure, MultiTap Theatre. Podcast.
Do the actually and introduce all players and say this is MultiTap and play the brand new theme song we'll come up with.
What's that?
It'd be
It's
fucking
the one
great.
we'll come up with.
It's just
I need 2 kazoos,
angel
a
farts.
toothpick,
I'll tell you what it's not going to be.
And GarageBand, go.
Is it not Fred Durst's
nothing to do with
rendition of Rollin'?
Fucking
We're not gonna throw our hands
Do you
up?
know what time it is?
Actually, I said Fred Durst's rendition of Rollin' like there's another one. There's one that's not Fred Durst's rendition.
It's probably
Whatever it is,
or something.
Whatever it is, it's better.
It's the
Exactly.
remix. The Snoop Dogg's
It's an improvement
version of Rollin'.
regardless of who sings it.
Yeah.
Keep routling.
It's pretty good. All right. So,
We've got...
That's going to be on at the end of it. Keep rolling.
It will be.
he's talking about something different, though. He's talking about rolling joints, probably.
Probably.
Smoking
Totally.
weed every
Green
day
totally works.
is what he says.
Smoke weed all the time.
That
Constantly
So we've got mail. We got a mailbag.
got heck of mail.
Genitalia.
Whoa.
Go for it.
We have mail from Ben this week that we're going to address last episode, but we didn't because of the length of it. We're going to address it today, but we're still going to have to summarize just because Ben did write an incredible amount.
I feel like he wrote his college dissertation on MultiTap episode 14. We enjoy
Ben
it.
wrote in with a couple questions. First thing was some feedback. He discussed about
Literally.
how our audio quality has some issues. We're definitely working on that, Ben. We actually are in the process of buying a mixer that's going to allow us to break up the channels, which will significantly increase the quality, because right now we're talking into one mic.
Right.
Which isn't optimal, but it's what you work with when you're poor. His next thing, he talks about appreciating the Square discussion. We're all passionate fans of Square's work, and so it pops up pretty often. But he says he wants to join in on Final Fantasy 14. He agrees that it should be called Final Fantasy Online and not 14, which I think everybody in the world except for Square agrees on.
Right.
They just like numbers.
He goes on to say that, what do we think about Square's involvement in the development of Deus Ex Invisible War? So, they actually didn't make Invisible War. They made Human Revolution. But they
Is that
didn't-
the name of the movie, though, that they're developing, or that they're
No.
In talks.
in talks?
That's, yeah. No. Invisible War is the game before Human Revolution, right?
yeah.
Oh, I just thought it was
Yeah.
Deus Ex.
That was
I didn't
the
know it
second
had
game.
a...
There's like 2 or 3.
There's Deus Ex, I think then there's Invisible War. and I
Human
think
Revolution was
is
the newest one. Yeah.
Right.
But they don't actually develop it. Like, Squaresoft just purchased IDOS, and they publish the games here. They don't actually have a hand in development. Now, to be fair, they are paying the bills for that company, so they have the right, the privilege to go in there and change things if they need to. But as far as I know, Deus Ex didn't really have a whole lot of influence from Square. Human Revolution was a pretty good game. You guys play that? Anybody?
I did. The newest one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Somebody told me I could be stealthy and not kill a single person through the entire game.
That's how I played the game.
I failed.
I killed, you know what? I killed one person. I think I've talked about this.
Panic
Because
stab.
there's an achievement for getting through the game. It's a pacifist achievement for not killing anybody. Because you can knock people out.
It's not really pacifism.
Well, you
Like,
you just change how you shoot them. You shoot, instead of bullets, you shoot them with tranquilizer darts.
Right.
or
or you
whatever.
break their fucking
Non-lethal.
skulls instead of their necks.
Yeah.
So what happened? I just got knocked out for 4 hours.
Right.
Yeah. Oh well.
Too scared. I fell down the stairs.
I failed,
nothing.
I failed that achievement, and it was bullshit because I tranked a guy.
Sure.
And he fell face down into some water and died. And
That's some horseshit.
Yeah.
Although that's some good coding and stuff like that. If enemies can drown, if they have a drown.
Yeah, they did.
That's
drown.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That game was advanced, though. Like, the controls were... You could slide, you could, like, fucking duck. You had a whole bunch
You
of
die
different...
from like a 6-foot fall.
Yes.
Good.
Icarus was the first thing you gotta get in that game. You would die from a man's height of drop. You just
Which isn't even reality. Like, at a 10-foot drop, you only have a 50% chance of that being fatal in life.
How do we feel about Square doing film again?
I don't know.
I never even watched.
Spirits Within?
No,
How about Advent Children?
that I did actually.
Advent Children was alright, actually.
That was alright, but that's fan service. I felt
Yes.
people wanted it, so like, you don't want to make another game. Here's a movie.
I personally like Square's movie. I don't know. I like Spirits Within.
Did
I don't.
you?
Yeah, I did. I don't think it should have been called Final Fantasy. I don't think it had anything to do with Final Fantasy.
Right.
If it was just called The Spirits Within, I feel like it would have went over well with fans. But as just a standalone science fiction movie, I thought it was good. But really, what was remarkable about that movie is the year it came out, like 2000, I think, 99, 2000, and the level of quality that they achieved with that movie is crazy. You can watch it now 15 years later and it still doesn't look bad at all. It still looks pretty good. I don't know about a Deus Ex movie. I guess it depends on who's helming it. Could be cool, could be bad.
I might end up
Depends
watching it.
Really, how much time? If they rush it, because they made the announcement, and if all of a sudden it's out in like a year.
Right.
If Uwe Boll's directing it, then, it's going to suck hard.
So big tab.
Quentin Tarantino. Deus Ex
Co-star
movie.
Fred Durst.
Yeah, that's going to
M. Night Shyamalan's
be the ticket.
M.
to
Night Shyamalan's,
There'll be a
M. Night
twist.
Shyamalan's Deus Ex. It wasn't you the whole time. He was a...
This wasn't a movie. I just killed all your family.
Right.
Oh,
It was the little old lady all the time.
Spoilers!
Yeah.
The Sixth Sense. That's the wrong one. That's
Signs.
the wrong spoiler.
That's true.
Moving
So,
He mentions that we talked about Betrayal at Krondor being a fake game.
Yeah, that's a real game.
It is a real game, and he said, were we thinking of Dungeons of Dreadmore? Aaron, what was the answer to that?
oh no.
No.
We got close mic talking.
Dungeons of Dreadmore is not what he was going for. Betrayal at Krondor sounds fake, but it's actually a real game.
It's like 1999.
I'm with you, Ben, though, because Krondor I've not heard of. Betrayal at Dreadmore. Dreadmore I have heard of. That's
I've heard of it
adorable.
because it came out like 2 years ago.
Right. It's a Steam title, I think.
He then says, are we really plus 2 episodes now without a Fred Durst
I don't
reference?
think
I don't
so.
think that's
Not
true.
at this
I think,
point.
like,
You know, this episode, very unfortunately, has already had several Fred Durst references.
Right.
I
The
don't
last
like
one
saying
opened with one, I think, or the one just before.
So, if you like that sort of thing, which
Two
I don't know why
episodes
you
ago.
would.
Everybody,
you're getting-
if you're listening to this too, listen 2 episodes ago. Just open it up and listen to the glory.
and we will understand if you decide to turn it off
Hallelujah.
Yeah. I
20
mean-
seconds. Anyway,
Whatever. You're an American. Whatever you choose to do. Although Ben, you're an Australian, so
No choice.
you have to listen to Chris's Fred Durst intro.
We will change the direction of your toilet water.
That's
a
true.
threat.
Wait,
That would be
to
an
ours.
improvement.
Yes.
We'll assimilate it to.
you mean to the
USA.
correct way?
That's like the argument of which way you put the toilet paper, over or under.
That's not the same.
That's not the
The
same.
water
It's
doesn't
over every
affect
day.
it. Over for days.
Over for days.
All right,
Over every day.
let's get through the rest of Ben's email here. Let's
do this.
What is a gamer discussion we had a while back? That was a pretty good discussion. He wrote a lot. I'll kind of try to summarize it. He says, I think your analysis of what a gamer is pretty thorough. One thing he wants to add is that the observation that gaming in current times is a larger and more diverse market compared to that of early console gaming. Gameplay styles like difficulty and types of games produced like on the NES were one portion of the video games market. But now we're living in times where you can play games on more devices than just a dedicated console hooked up to your TV, like phones, tablets. The demise of the coin-op arcade has merely manifested elsewhere in freemium mobile titles. So I guess he's saying, like, you're not paying quarters to play games in arcades, but now you're paying
99 cents
Here
to
and
get
there.
14 more lives.
Right.
something like that. Yeah, and it's a parallel a little bit.
Although the social aspect is
Completely gone.
or
Oh, absolutely.
heavily reduced. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, thinking about
Yeah,
it,
online.
like,
if it's not online,
Instead
this
of
is
Yeah,
in person,
yeah.
14 lives for $1, that's a bargain.
that is.
If you're playing Gauntlet, yeah.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, like, a lot of people complain nowadays about how you'll play a free game on a phone and you'll get prompted to, like, spend money, and people throw their arms up and, like, fuck that, I don't want to pay money for this shit, even though they got it for free.
Right.
But if you think about arcades back in the day, like Gauntlet, that's what made me think about it. Gauntlet was designed to fuck you hard.
Right.
You cannot win that game on a quarter, like, period. Right. So it's like they're forcing you to pay money to keep playing, just like games on cell phones do now.
More
Gauntlet was the
games.
pre-mobile game.
See, it's the predecessor. It's just they were always fucking you.
You know
It's
what
just-
would work for this?
Now they're doing it differently.
Cell phones. Everybody all at once.
It's like the first one where they were just like cell phones would just come out and they'd be like they're playing Gauntlet together and be like, oh, we could do this.
Well, the thing that bothers me really about it is the one where they have companion apps now, where you have to get, like, the last Assassin's Creed pissed me off with the companion app, where it's like, oh, it's free,
Oh,
you have to do
bullshit.
this,
It was.
and then you have to pay $14.99 to unlock a new assassin, which also had nothing to do with the game.
Right.
But yet, if
Wouldn't
you're
you get to things in Assassin's Creed and in that game, and then it would tell you, like, check the companion app?
Yeah,
it was like you grab your phone, you're like, yeah, fuck this, I'm just gonna throw it to the side, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
Same
there-
thing with GTA, but that was free, right? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, the
But
GTA
nothing-
one was actually free.
But nothing in GTA made you, like, stop the game and check your
Check your
phone.
phone.
It was
No.
all-
Yeah,
It was
I think
all
they
helpful.
actually they removed that from Assassin's Creed,
That's
the new
good.
one. Like
Oh, did
they just completely got rid of it. Now
The-
everything in the game.
They
interacts
did
with
just
that.
do that,
It,
but the issue is they're doing those sorts of companion apps with multiple big titles that are coming out, to where it's become a pain. The standalone freemium apps, totally different market. Like, that's what it's put to. But when you have someone who's a console gamer, I don't care what's on my phone.
Right.
If you want to show me a map, by all means, that's kind of cool. It takes the HUD off the screen, more visuals for you. But it's when you have to use it, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It's a waste of my time. And
Well,
I hate
it's detriment from the gameplay, I think, also because
It
like
is.
you're literally putting down the controller to pick up a different device to interact with the game, and I think that's a bad idea.
I was about to say this. Yeah, it takes you away from literally
Actually
playing their
play.
game. You have to physically put their game away and pick up your phone.
You're like, oh well, now I might as well take a shower and
right.
make some food.
Resume my life and
Version over.
listen to $3 Bill, y'all.
Cool. So, Mr. Piper, what is trivia category today?
Fighting.
Fighting.
Oh.
We're going to
Oh.
keep the theme of fighting games.
Who are the contestants and is there teams?
We're going to decide whether there are teams or who's fighting the new boys, Zach and Mr. Jimmy.
Jimmy Schmidt, I believe.
I think it was
that
Jimmy
it.
Bojangles.
And my name is Bill.
And Bill
Damn it.
Bill Brasky and Jimmy Bojangs. Are we teaming up? Do you all want to play? Some of these are easy, and some of them are made a little...
I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy. That's literally about it.
They may or
Fighting.
may not be some Mortal Kombat
I have a
questions
little
up in
bit
this
of
piece.
Street Fighter and Tekken, but I don't have.
There is definitely a Street Fighter question or two.
I think
The answer is Hadouken.
Yes.
I think
you can-
if
the
there's
Honda
teams,
for 100.
it should be 3 against Chris.
Okay.
In the realm of
Are
fighting.
you ready to
games.
take that on?
If there's
Well, it's 3
teams,
months.
Chris, you have an interesting opportunity today.
What are the consequences? What are the
Test your
stakes?
metal.
What are the stakes?
The stakes
3 against
are an
1.
impression of my choosing, who I already have picked out, that
I don't do good on impressions. You know this.
you didn't do well
Wow.
on Wacko.
Yeah.
I have one I think you could do.
All right. I'm down. Let's go.
Are we doing this 3 on
Are we
1?
doing 3 on 1?
Let's do this.
Ring the bell.
How do we buzz in?
As you buzz in by saying Chris. No matter
That's an inside
that way
joke.
Chris went.
Aaron did that one time.
It was great.
We say our names to buzz in.
Just
but he did it slow.
I was like,
He's like,
Chris.
like he thought about it as he was saying it.
as he was saying, like, it's just so you're buzzing in, and he committed to Chris already, but like he knew Aaron was the right thing. He's just Chris.
And you saw the look of death in his eyes as he knew he was just wrong.
Like,
Are you buzzing yourself or are you buzzing me in as like a screw? You don't know Jack.
do these? You can screw on this one. Is it not? Do you tap for?
That was what we haven't done that in a while.
We haven't done that in a while. Do we want? Maybe that was not a nice time to add that. It's already fairly complicated. We got a 3 on 1
Let's just go.
DVD.
Let's just do it.
Just do this.
Do it, man.
Oh,
Just
geez.
say it, baby. So
You get D in both with only 3 on 1.
no.
DVDA, but with 3?
Well, how do you get V with Chris? I mean,
DVDA.
yeah,
I don't know what.
Never mind.
nothing. That you
Moving on.
pay a lot more for it.
America.
So, what we're gonna do, we got 3 rounds of Throwdown. 7 questions each. Question the first! I do decree it. Which actor is Johnny Cage modeled after?
Chris
Chris.
Van Damme.
Yes! You got a couple of names in front of Van
I was
Damme?
gonna say Jean Claude. JCVD.
JCVD. It is indeed. Bonus question. From which movie?
Bloodsport.
Yes.
Damn it.
JCVDA.
He could be kickboxer too. He's like the same. He has like the same.
Yeah, it's literally the same character, just a different name.
It is.
Lionheart.
Question the second. I do Lionhearted.
Double impact.
In E Honda's stage, in Street Fighter 2, how many lanterns are there hanging?
Oh.
Do we lose points if we're wrong?
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Aaron.
Chris.
Aaron.
3.
No.
Zach.
Zach.
5.
No.
Chris was
I'm gonna
right
say
after
yeah.
me, but
Chris, yes, actually.
2.
2.
All right.
Probably for Street Fighter
2 was
2.
my
Probably
second
for Street,
guess.
yes. Number 3. Question. I decreeth it, yea,
I don't speak
in a related...
Spanish.
Well, do you speak Middle English? Old-
No.
Middle English.
I don't speak ye old.
You speak the
You guys,
race English.
please just study Battle of Hastings, 1066, then we can talk.
Get out of here, English major.
Good God.
You studied Battlefield Earth. John Travolta.
Come on, these aliens are out of control, man.
If that was what that movie was about, it would be so much better.
Hey,
I got these dreadlocks.
hey, look at my dreadlocks. The alien dreadlocks. You gotta like them.
I tried my best to look like the Predator.
I have a question. The 3th is a related question. Street Fighter 2 as well. What is the E in his name? I heard Chris first.
Edmund.
Edmund.
We all know that stupid
Which is
name.
weird because that's not the Japanese name.
Not at all.
Not even close.
Edmund with an O. Edmond.
Edmond Honda.
Edmond Honda. Question the 4th. I decree it. Who says... This one's hard. Who says justice always wins? Silk in defeat, you bad person, you. After defeating their enemy. Whose cry is that?
I have a guess, but I don't think he would have picked him.
Usher, a guess.
Kim Kapwan? Because he always talks about justice and Fatal Fury.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
I didn't think you'd go that deep.
I did. I went that deep.
That's deep.
It's cool. The closest I had was Superman in Injustice.
you bad person.
You bad person, you.
And that's why I didn't say a damn thing.
I am Kal-El, you idiots. You. Kal-El of Krypton, don't you know?
You jerk.
Dick.
Learn.
Gotcha the 5th! I do decree it. On Charade or Charade's profile on Soul Calibur 2, specifically, what is the name of his weapon?
Aaron.
No
Still not losing points. The Chameleon Edge.
No, that would have been good.
would've
The
been-
Chameleon
I'm
Edge.
just going to say Soul Edge.
No.
Okay.
You didn't buzz in.
No. That wasn't
How dare
an
you?
official guess then.
It was not, it was not an official guess.
No, I don't know.
No, it was not.
Making
that
it up
or
as I
that.
go.
I want some funny answers from either of you if you don't know.
I don't know.
Bing, Jimmy.
Battle rifle. I don't know.
Nice.
Battle
I'm a
rifle.
shooter guy.
Battle rifle's the closest yet.
I like that.
Can they just use guns?
The Commander's Edge.
Caliber?
Bill Brasky is the commander's edge. It was
The
not.
edge of my penis.
There you go.
Okay.
The edge of your penis. It was not.
It was not the edge of my
What is
His
it?
weapon is just charade.
Oh,
Charade.
trick question.
Because he is his weapon.
Yeah.
He's got
He's-
nothing.
yeah.
Well, he uses everybody's weapon. But yeah.
He's just an eye.
In Guilty Gear X2, for question the 6th, I do decree it.
Okay.
In the Guilty Gear X2,
Uh-huh.
how many people here have played that, just first off?
Two of us.
2 of you.
This 3-on-1's pretty much like one in a handicap of 2 versus 1.
Well, I don't have any detriment. It's as if I was playing, but there's a chance you guys also know.
Some of these roll
And the
deep.
one that I did know, I didn't say it.
Some of these roll deep. Some of them are surface level.
It's not fair. You guys didn't have time to prep. Like,
It's true.
he could have told you.
I found out in the car right over here was fighting games.
Nah.
So,
I didn't. Yeah, but anyway. What's the question?
The question is, what words are printed on Soul Bad Guy's headband?
Eat it.
oh.
Bill Brasky, no.
On his headband.
On his headband.
I don't know. I know it's on his belt buckle. I don't know what's on his headband.
What's on his belt buckle?
Free.
No. It's not that one.
Well, his whole bad guy is right there, and his headband's right there, and it's blank. But that's X3.
It is. On X2,
That is completely blank.
Jimmy?
Actually,
James is-
no, it's not.
Oh,
Jim?
what's it say?
Rock you.
Boom!
Is that it?
It was. I'm giving points to no one.
Yeah.
Should have given it to.
He got it.
I'm gonna bonus you guys.
But
He got it. He already
barely
issued.
see
Oh
it.
yeah, you're right.
There's gonna be. I'm gonna put a bonus up just for free for all. What is
funny.
Soul's first name?
Soul?
No.
What?
He has a first. He has
Oh.
a given name.
I didn't know that.
The?
Aaron.
No, but I might give you half credit because that's funny.
Mister?
No. Between the two of you, you have a point now.
I thought Soul was his first name.
No.
Like
I mean, yes, but
Is it Freddy?
it's Frederick.
No. Close enough.
What is it?
Frederick.
Frederick.
It's
Soul.
Fred. I knew. Well, that's why
bad.
when I was trying to think of his headband, I knew he
Frederick
was very
Soul.
Freddie Mercury about it. But I
Yes.
couldn't remember.
What is it?
What?
Freddy.
Frederick.
It's really
It
Frederick?
was Frederick, yeah.
Freddie
That's
Mercury.
weird.
Frederick.
Frederick
Bad guy.
All right.
Because Mr.
He's like, don't call me
Freddy.
Frederick, Mom. It's Soul. My friends call me Soul.
What else you got?
Question the next.
Question the next,
Seven.
which for you kids at home keeping track is the 7th. I do decree it. And the last of this round. This game is the first and only to feature Samus Aran on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Chris.
Aaron, I heard
Smash
first.
Brothers?
Yes. Bow!
I was thinking at
Victory!
one point, like,
Yeah.
some people are in different schools of thought of whether or not Smash Brothers is a fighting game.
I'd count it. That's a
Yeah.
that's a fighting game.
It's at Evo. Two of them are at Evo.
Yeah, that's enough
Alright.
for me.
Well, there it goes.
Well, and the purpose in that game is to fight solely.
It's just not traditional.
It's literally just instead of kill you, I'm going to knock you off of a platform and then you die afterwards.
Right, but all you are doing is
Death
fighting.
is happening somewhere.
I'm
That-
burning you with this flower.
That and every little subtitle for every subsequent game they do after Smash Brothers, the
Bro.
subtitle
No, not for
is a synonym for fight.
the newest one.
Not for the newest one, but the newest one isn't.
Fucking name ever.
Yeah, there's a country that Wii U means to throw down.
It is
I'm sure.
officially called Super Smash Bros. for Wii U. That's the title of the game.
That is dumb.
And the other one's called for 3DS.
And we say, fuck that.
You couldn't.
We
come
don't.
Up, you couldn't come up with.
You
another
couldn't just
word.
say Super Smash Brothers because it's the first on both of them.
Yes.
Or
But
like
they could
Super
have something.
Duper.
Super
I don't know,
Smash
something.
Brothers. I don't know. Fight.
Duke
or
it.
Something. What's another?
Super Smash Brothers fight.
Super Smash Brothers is the princesses in another
Super
castle.
Smash Brothers altercation.
Grapple.
I like that
There's
one.
got to be another synonym for like
There's grapple.
battle.
Yeah.
Battles. Battle.
Engagement.
They
Submission.
haven't used battle yet.
That would
That's
be the one thing you can't win by in the game. Submission.
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers submission.
Submit.
If they Shyamalan'd you.
They make a ground and pound
That's the twist.
thing just for the... No, that's what they're going to do. It's going to be submission when they get to
Oh
the
wait,
VR
Super
thing.
Smash Brothers
When you have
breaks
a
stuff.
first- No. Nice.
Yeah.
What is this mystery
After
category?
the starfish!
That's the
You
mystery.
have to blast. When he says break stuff...
Oh, is that that's the trigger?
Well, I mean, that's a song title.
I didn't know that. I'm sad that I do now.
You wouldn't.
What's the
You don't
mystery
want to
topic? No,
The next thing is a mystery topic
God
put
damn.
together by yours truly, me.
Yes.
I've called it the pitch. And what I want to do is I want to pitch to all of you a video game that I think would work from the remnants of a game that I think the world or the internet has rejected and henceforth shit all over. So from... And this can go on in the future. Anybody who comes, they can bring a pitch. But we're going to see how this works. What I've brought for you today is the bones of Superman 64. But I want to see something in the new age, and here's what we're going to work off of. I want the Lego flight engine, because you haven't played the Lego games?
What's the Lego flight engine?
So the flight engine is you double jump,
Yeah.
and then that makes you levitate.
Oh, you're talking
And then you
about
can point. and
The direction. You're talking about how Lego lets Superman fly.
yes.
All right.
Not like the Dark Void flight engine, because that was confusing and strange. But
Well,
they
if
should've
it's the
made that
bones of
appealing.
Superman 64, are you talking about the same engine? Like we're making a 64 game,
We're making a new game.
but using
We're not
the
making
assets?
Superman 64. I want to make a new Superman. So
You
like
want to make
from
a
that on.
successful Superman game.
Wanna make
There's
a
never been
successful
one.
Superman
There has been a
So you're
successful
Death
Superman
Return of
game.
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's been two then. Because there's Death and Return of Superman, but there's also that arcade game where you could play two-player Superman and second Superman is red.
I don't know that one.
It was like
I
it
don't
was
know
made
that
by
one.
Sega, I think. I gotta look it up now. It never came. I don't think it came to
Superman and
consoles.
Communist Comrade.
But we're, how I'm going to pitch this. We all got to figure out how to make this work. How to make a successful Superman game. Like, I thought we could put like maybe the story or like the sense thing in Rocksteady's hands because they've done such a good job with Batman. So you have the flight from the Lego games.
And they're good at taking stuff from the actual comics. They could rehash old characters
Right.
that people don't even know about. Like, what was it? Batman had like people like Calendar Man.
Almost.
I know Calendar Man. Most
But
people don't.
You're a nerd.
Those people are like, oh, I'm gonna get a Batman game. Oh, who are you fighting? Calendar Man? Who the fuck's that?
Right.
You
Does he tell you it's,
like 18 other
does he
people.
tell you it's Tuesday all the days of the week or
Right.
something? Like, no one gets it.
See,
It ruins your
look.
schedule.
That's what like Joe American's going to be like, I'm going to play the new Batman game and Clock King better be in it or else I am revolting.
Looks like Shazam.
There's the red Superman. That's the second player,
That does look like Shazam.
and it's a beat 'em up. It's actually a really good game too.
This was
It's not. It's made by
successful?
Taito. It's not made by Sega. I was wrong.
This was
But-
successful?
Yeah, dude, this game was great. You played it. It
I
was,
have not heard of it.
it was a good game. It's just
So-
a beat 'em up. But
Okay, that
I
looks
mean,
cool, though.
you can't like.
I've actually got a good pitch for a future time. Sorry.
Okay.
Random.
Log it in your brain. Box, but how do we make this work? So, like, if you're in the sky and you've got that flight engine going on, you've got to hear citizens, right? Mm-hmm. When stuff's going on down there.
Yeah.
They could do, like, an open world kind of thing like Spider-Man 2 or Hulk
yeah.
Ultimate Destruction did. But have it be richer, I guess, than the new Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man.
They gotta have like I could see like little like sound
Pings.
once it's being like someone's in trouble and
Right.
like help me because there's gonna be so much shit going on at once. You gotta just have the game generate things and not be like help me and
Right.
also help me over here. And
Well,
over here.
You must now choose.
You're like, oh no, this
That's
person's
right.
being mugged and this person is just calling help. I don't know what the problem is.
I know
Turns
you
out-
save Lois or 14 kids die.
Exactly.
Ah!
Well, and what would Superman do? So you get is there an engine that they do that you can like there's a mechanic where you can do both.
It's got to have like almost like a tree of importance, like levels of importance, like tiers.
Lois is always, if Lois is pinging, you just leave the kids to die.
Yeah, right.
But
All of a sudden, you take her out of Metropolis and everybody's dead.
sure,
That's how you won the game.
They could.
It's like Far Cry when you could have just sat
it
there.
is. Why don't you live in California?
You could build up a silly meter,
Where there are
like
no
some
bad
games
guys?
do. No, like when you build up the meter, you use it and you go into like stupid the Flash bullet time mode, and you're
Oh.
doing things like grabbing people out of the air who are just frozen in there and setting them on things
Yeah.
where they're still like, ooh!
They
Like,
did
I
that.
got
It's
too
called
much shit to
Quantum
deal with.
Break.
No.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
make it better.
Well,
They
they
do
did
have to
that
have a
where-
meter though, where
but-
you can do something cool. Like
They're
Well, I don't know if
doing.
they don't have
They're,
to,
they're
but-
gonna
They
do
did that
that.
in GTA too. How do you think they drive?
yeah,
I mean, if you think, have you guys played Saints Row 4?
A little bit.
I mean, you can basically be Superman in that game.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen it. It's
Um,
the energy drink or whatever.
Well, in that game, you're in like the Matrix essentially, and as you play, you get powers, and you can you don't even drive cars in that game because you can run and jump higher and
Yeah,
basically
faster
faster
than
than
me.
cars.
Like first 2 minutes, I'm running faster than cars. I'm like, why are there all these cars?
Not only do you run faster than cars, but as you run into cars running, they fly off because you're like a god.
Oh, dude, good for him. He works out.
Yeah.
or they
It's
could do a
fun game.
sandbox Superman like that, where you end up they tally up how much damage you're doing to the city if you happen to get drunk and
It's tough to
fly through a building. Or
I
something.
want to play Drunk Superman. That's the name of the game. Drunk
See,
Superman.
That's the thing
I
is I,
think
feel
people
like
might buy that.
I feel like if you go fun over realistic, it would be a funner game to play.
Sure.
Well, because if you're talking about Rocksteady making a gritty, dark, Arkham City style Superman game, I mean that could work, I guess, but it's tough to find opposition for Superman. I mean,
follow the comics or the show, and however they did it, you have a brain puzzle that you have to figure out, and Superman's I'm not good at this.
But is that fun? You want
Who knows?
because when you're playing a Superman, do you want to solve brain puzzles or do you want to have a city to run around in and destroy?
Well, you've got to have
on
both. Like in the
accident?
comics, he uses the adorable little urchin in the front row.
Sir, when I heard of Superman fighting the monsters,
Sure.
I immediately thought of a giant robotic squid.
What?
Yes.
It would be cool. I think fighting a giant. You'd have to fly under
Break down
tentacles and
into
up and
air.
around and hit it and shit. But you'd have to because you're Superman, you're a dumb idiot, and you have to save everyone. He'd be just thrashing around, so you'd fly out and stop his tentacle before it takes out a skyscraper while fighting him.
The first
Otherwise,
two
he
out
takes out Daily Planet.
Everybody
You're like,
knows
"Oh, I'm
to
out of the
describe
job."
Superman.
It could be like Assassin's Creed where it cases the whole joint and you have to figure out the best way to actually take care of everyone.
Yeah, but usually he doesn't do that. He'd just burst straight through and then fall into a trap that's oh shit, there's kryptonite on the ceiling, and
Well, if it's going to be Rocksteady, you got to think they're really good, like I said, with bringing back actual comic book characters. What if they brought back what is it when Superman, not when he goes bad, but
Bizarro.
Bizarro. What if they brought in Bizarro characters?
Yeah. Or Brainiac, or
I think
Lobo would be great to have in a game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. My
Make a
favorite,
Lobo game.
what I like about
We'll get to that later.
They did that.
Yeah,
Did they?
I think they did make a Lobo game actually
Why are we not playing it instead of podcasting?
because it's got to be bad.
Well, then later on we'll pitch a good Lobo game.
I feel like the bet
Forsaken 64.
my favorite stuff of Superman is when it's in space, almost like Justice League, Watchtower, and Darkseid's come in, or something is on a different planet or something, and that way he
Effect.
can actually unleash. Because on Earth he
Sure.
can't unleash. He's always holding back, always on Earth, because he can destroy the planet if you really wasn't careful.
Yeah.
So when he's able to not hold back, Superman can be really cool. So if they did I don't know, I don't think it's been done, but a GTA-ish game, but in space. You travel to planets. I guess I'm talking about No Man's Sky, but Superman's in the spaceship. You travel to planets. You destroy them if you want, because who cares? They're not Earth.
Right.
And, I don't know.
Rigel 3. Who cares? It's not populated.
Side note,
Yeah.
No Man's Sky, I've decided I'm going to become ruler of a planet.
Okay.
That's it.
That's what you could do in the Superman game. You can go there
And just be I'm Superman.
Yeah.
Install yourself
This is mine
as
now, bitch.
Well, do they have Earth's yellow sun? Is he strong on that other planet?
They always have. Superman always finds a way. He's
He's just going to make a really big mirror.
There you go.
He's got this. He's Superman.
He is.
Half of what makes Superman Superman, or most of what makes him Superman, is his humanity. So if he's not linked to Earth,
And
doing
he's being
Earth
played
like
by a
Earth-
player.
Hey, if he can destroy a planet, I'm sure he could move one to reflect it.
There's
Think about the moon.
There's other yellow
Think about the
stuff.
moon, people.
Other yellow stars.
There's other yellow stars.
Impacted to the point where our sun is, and
That's
he's
where
just
they're-
like, oh, I feel so fucking strong. What if a blue dwarf or whatever like that is making him even stronger?
Yeah.
He's just like, fuck everybody
Maybe
on this
he's
planet.
He literally just goes like this and pokes a guy and he
He
goes
just
sailing.
sneezes and the planet explodes. He's like, fuck, not again.
What if they had, what if they had a
Legit
thing?
Quiglags.
What if they had both engines in there where you can go to Earth? Earth was one of the visible planets or visitable planets where they had missions for you there to help Earthlings, and then the rest is space saga where you fly around trying to make things better for the universe, like over in
I want
Like
freedom of choice.
mass relays.
I want freedom of
Yeah.
choice. I don't want to have to be good Superman. I want to be able to be a bad Superman.
Yeah,
should
you
do that.
got to be
Not
Dick
so
Man.
Superman.
Yeah.
and your suit progressively gets
Super
more
dick.
and more
Yeah.
Snyder-esque as you
Exactly
get worse
like
and
Mass
worse.
Effect.
Yes. Your face gets all scarred and you get buck teeth and
Like, yeah. There you go.
goodbye Superman. So do we agree at all if we pitch this that this could succeed? A Superman game that was kind of sandboxy.
I don't think a Superman game is going to sell.
You don't think it's ever going to do
I
it?
think there's a potential for it
Sure.
if they did it, but no one wants to. Because Superman's at like a certain point where you have to do it right and you won't.
I don't think people like. I don't think the public likes Superman as much
hope
as
they
like.
don't.
Do you think his
I think
Batman?
his name carries a stigma with it?
I
Like it
think
won't
in the
play
video
well,
game community, it definitely.
Sure.
the movies nowadays, I think, are a big one. Think about when Batman Begins came out and all that stuff. That's when the new Rocksteady game.
All right.
There has not been a good, and I'm talking good,
Right.
Superman movie.
So the popularity of the
Since-
character.
Is there a sense on that, or
Hinges.
there has not been a good
That's
Superman?
my point. There's
Well, it
not,
hinges on. Yeah, I guess.
the
you're
the
right.
best thing Superman has done lately was the TV show,
Lois and Clark
Smallville?
or Smallville?
Smallville.
Okay,
That
like-
was the closest thing
I do
to,
miss Terry Hatcher and Dean
to
Cain.
popularity that character has had relevant enough to make a video game that people would actually want.
They
Yeah,
probably made a game of Lewis and Clark.
No.
Lewis and Clark,
Yeah.
the American Voyagers.
It's called Organ Trail,
Pioneers?
and you're gonna die of cholera.
Skin your own
Or
raccoon.
dysentery.
Dysentery.
God, we were doing that. What was it, like 3rd and 4th grade? We were getting told by a computer we're gonna die of dysentery.
I remember in elementary school playing that game, and every time I died of dysentery, I had no idea what I died from.
You're like,
I died from that D word again. What does that mean?
Shitting profusely.
Because you didn't have the internet. I don't know. I didn't have the internet back then.
Well, you also got to think.
I'm
Anytime
old.
you would ask, like, Mrs. So and So, Mr. So and So, what does this mean? You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
so
it.
do.
Oh, it was a stomach ache.
got sick.
Just
You coughed.
Just stop
Along.
fording that river.
I saw a little meme on the internet just this morning about that, and it said Oregon Trail, and then it says you find another traveler named Terry. The next interaction is you call Terry's hat stupid. Terry shoots you in the face with a shotgun. You died from dysentery. It's just like
Love it.
I get it.
Dad.
I just saw that this morning, so it's highly topical.
Right. Well,
I think
So we don't. We're gonna thumbs down this. The
I think
board of
it's-
directors
I
and
would-
trustees has
I'd thumbs
approved it.
down it.
Okay,
thumbs down.
Unless you made a
Thumbs down.
Justice League game and Superman was a part of it.
they'd have to figure out a way to make
Yeah,
it work.
until they get a relevant something people are going to care about
Yeah.
with Superman.
It won't be successful
It-
until
he's-
Superman's relevant again.
He's not popular enough anymore.
Yeah.
I have one for Green Lantern too, but that's a whole other pitch.
Oh.
So
Ask
we have
Ryan
to-
Reynolds to just stay away.
Green Lantern's not gonna succeed for even more. Like, if Superman's not gonna succeed, Green Lantern's not gonna succeed. People don't
Sure.
like Green Lantern.
Well, I mean, you got to make him
But
cool
then
because
again,
the movies aren't
you
doing
gotta
it. They
think,
make a
like,
good game.
Superman, okay, this is a bad comparison, but the idea behind it's right. So Superman and, like, Captain America were back in those, like, patriotic, like, go team stuff.
Yeah.
Captain America didn't have anything until he just came out with a new movie. And now that character is so much more popular in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
If you asked someone 15 years ago, like, what
The
Captain
like
America
the general
was,
public.
yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have cared.
Well, they'd know the name, but they wouldn't
They
care. Yeah.
wouldn't know what he
Exactly.
does.
So until
Half of them would know he
I
had a
would
shield.
I would thumbs down it until there was popularity.
Until
enough.
it's relevant.
Yeah, until it's relevant.
That's fair.
I just wanted to put some thought behind it and see if there was a way to make a Superman game feasible.
Here's the thing:
If it's popular.
it could come
Okay.
up with like the Justice League movie if they write it and direct it and do it well enough. They get the right people.
They could do a Justice League game and it could be cool, but they might not, because if you think about it, they surprisingly did not make an Avengers game. Like, I'm surprised by that too.
There was an
Avengers
old one, right?
huge.
You had the Vision, Hawkeye.
Oh, that's
You
Captain
could-
America and the Avengers. That's 90s. But
Right.
like, we're talking about.
Well, I mean,
from Joss Whedon's Avengers.
But they made a Hulk game. They made an Iron Man game. They made a
They do
fucking
have
Captain
the
America game.
Infinity Avengers. They do have Lego Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
They just wanted to add the whole universe. They didn't go with an Avengers banner.
But they didn't have a move. Like, they didn't have Avengers the movie, the game.
Right.
And
Which they do for a lot
The
of
Avengers broke record. I'm not saying they should do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised that didn't happen.
One of the reasons I think that is because they didn't have the rights to everybody. Because Sony had Spider-Man and
Right.
But this is
X-Men.
they would only do the characters that were in the movie.
Right.
They don't need to do the Fox
but
characters.
has there ever been like a distinct like these are the people in the Avengers?
The Avengers is very broad, and there's been a lot of people in the Avengers, including Spider-Man and Wolverine. But
Right.
like,
If they did it with the movie, like if they purposely did it with the cast,
yeah,
I'm with you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, the Avengers, the movie, the game, not Avengers, the game, but the movie, the game. Because they would, if it's Avengers, the game, then you can fucking take dozens and dozens of people.
Just
Right.
Which is what they did with Lego Marvel superheroes,
Right.
technically.
yeah, because I mean, fucking everybody's been the Avengers at one point or another.
So Board of Trustees downvotes. This is not getting funded.
That's true. Which brings us to the next category.
Round 2, round the second, in which
Chris in a
Piper
commanding
asks the entire crew a bunch of confusing ass questions about fighting games.
That happened the
What do you
first
got?
time as well.
It did.
Changing it
So
up.
it's just more of that.
Okay,
Sounds
so,
good.
Moving,
so I won't say anything. Go.
moving forward from question the 7th, decreed verily. Question the 8th. I do decree this. What is M. Bison's name in Japan?
Chris
Chris
Vega.
Vega.
Did you know it?
Yeah, I went I went Balrog then to
There's a bonus for this.
Yes.
Ow.
The name change was due to the character change. What were two other characters who
Chris.
were changed in Street Fighter 2?
Unless
Well,
wanna-
you
wanna
got
give
the
it a shot?
bonus. It's your question.
Are you giving this up?
Well,
Well, it was his question. He got right. I thought
You
the
can
bonus
pass
was
yours or you can take it.
Balrog and M. Bison are the others.
Sure.
But who did they
Because,
switch to?
Mike Tyson.
Balrog is Vega. Vega is M. Bison, and M. Bison is Balrog.
Yes. So, for the listening public, the M. Bison was a boxer
What's-
who became Balrog instead of...
You guys do you know why it was like that?
Because of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, because Mike
Because of Mike
Tyson
Tyson.
at the time started raping women or something, and they didn't want to associate
That was
that.
hell long ago.
It's Mike Bison for Mike Tyson. And you're like, nah, switch it.
Right.
But
I
so
would-
the interesting
Mike
what's
Bison.
I would have figured that might have had something to do with Punch Out at that time too.
Punch Out was what, like 87, and this was 90. That's 3 years. 91. No, 92. So it's been 5 years.
Man.
But interesting thing is that in the fighting game community, because there's international gameplay now, that's pretty regular. In order to alleviate confusion, the fighting game community literally just calls those characters Claw, Boxer, and Dictator.
Yeah. Because it was the boxer. So M. Bison was the boxer, Balrog was the Spaniard, and Vega was an evil dictator.
It
And
gets
they all
confusing
made this
sometimes.
Big old
Circle.
switch. So I guess that here we all just have it straight because that's how it came out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Over there. On to question the 9th. I do decree it. Name the Xbox's exclusive character in Soul Calibur 2.
Jimmy.
Spawn.
Aaron Spawn.
You guys knew that one.
Jimmy.
Did-
Jimmy,
Was it?
you realize that he already got the answer correct.
Okay, so where we're gonna
Roll with it, Jimmy.
Spawn.
Okay.
I'm thinking a different one.
Oh.
You're
You're thinking of Ezio from Soul Calibur.
Or
Calibur
Yoda
from-
from...
Yeah, that's
from
what I
three.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Was
Four.
they-
No,
they-
4 and 5.
And then 5 was Ezio.
Ezio.
And it was just Ezio, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. Because it was Vader and Yoda for PlayStation and Xbox, respectively.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I was gonna say Yoda.
For 4.
Yeah.
There's
Two.
They also had the Apprentice.
2 they had... Yeah, Star Killer. So
Starkiller.
2 they had Link on GameCube.
Yeah.
Hayachi for PlayStation 2 and Spawn for Xbox. Bonus question on that. Who knows Spawn's given name?
Oh, man.
This is a comic book question.
I totally know his name, too.
Or I guess a movie question, but that's, I mean, you'd probably know it better if you read the comics.
I'm going to be pissed when I hear his name.
Listener David Barry knows this right now. He's screaming at you.
Totally know.
He is screaming. at everybody.
I don't remember his name.
I put this in there for fun because I was like, wait, I know Spawn. This is a comic book
I think
nerd.
we're all just agonizing over it.
Yeah, what is it?
Anybody want just hazard guesses? Nothing?
Kevin Ferguson.
Nay.
Frederick.
It's not Frederick. That would have been hella good.
Sammy Hagar.
Frederick
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar is a good
David
one.
Lee Roth.
Bill Brask. His name was Al Simmons.
Oh,
fuck,
motherfucker.
The wash of realization.
Wow.
It's just like,
I knew it was something simple like that. That's
Yeah.
Kevin Ferguson's what I got.
Kevin Ferguson. That's a respectable
Al
Al.
Simmons, Kevin Ferguson.
Explain it
That's
all,
like the same guy.
Clarissa.
That's respectable as hell. Question the 10th.
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. Question the 10th. John Leguizamo.
He was in the Spawn movie. He was Vindicator.
I should
The
do.
clown.
He was the clown.
He was, yeah. Which is, everybody knows him as the clown.
Yeah.
Vindicator. That's his name.
All right, what do we got?
Question the 10th.
Yes.
I do decree it. Which character from which game is partially responsible for the ESRB's existence?
Chris.
Chris.
Sorry. You guys go for it.
Chris, go.
No, dude.
Nah, dude.
Go for it.
I'm looking over on.
Oh, I was actually getting my...
Isn't it Scorpion from Mortal Kombat?
Close.
So close.
Sub-Zero.
Guesses? Oh, there you go.
Sub-Zero from Mortal
There you go.
Kombat.
Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Because of the head rip.
The
Yeah,
Genesis
that's-
version of Mortal Kombat 1, that spinal rip is what totally like pissed Aaron. They're like, oh my
And everybody's
god.
like, no!
No, we're not putting the Predator in our game. Everyone's parents are old.
You guys are old. Question 11th. I do decree it. Everybody hands on buzzers.
But Buzzer's ready.
Get quick, because this dude is fast. In which game is Thanos a playable character?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Wait,
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
final answer?
No, I think it's the first one. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Give me final answer.
Final answer. I want a final answer on this.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. He's the boss in the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
Good job. Good answer.
I also would have accepted Origins, because you
Good
can play him in Origins as well.
Marvel Capcom
Oh, isn't that-
Origins.
Yes. It's a little, it's a
It's a re-release.
Yeah,
so
so-
it's,
okay.
it's an HD re-release.
but if you had said Origins, it would have been fine. I would have accepted it. Question.
Why does he use a bubble attack? Also?
I don't know.
It's
Anyway.
because of the mind gem, and it's just like,
Yeah,
it's mind fart.
I guess so.
That's the attack is mind fart.
Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet wins. Like, how do you beat that?
He's pretty gross, and
And
then
Adam,
you
because there's no Adam Warlock in the game.
right.
Got Onslaught?
No, Onslaught's in Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter.
Onslaught is
The last master in that game.
Then who the heck's the boss?
no champion.
The last boss of Marvel versus Street Fighter. PS1.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, wouldn't that?
Marvel vs. Capcom Deuce.
Yeah, wouldn't that?
Dusuke?
No, it was a big hulking green blob thing.
Alright, yeah. Onslaught was.
It was like a robot
Right.
thing, and then it turned into
It turned into
the green walking thing.
like gigantic
Venom.
venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Question the 12th. I do decree this is specifically for you two that you will know, unless you guys are familiar with Guilty
Wait a
Gear.
minute. He got
Guilty
the
Gear?
answer right last time.
If
Put
he
over
can
there.
read it off the box, he might get it.
Yeah, no, I get the handicap of the box. It's
Question the 12th.
probably gonna have nothing to do with this box. When
Let's
it's
see if you can find by Ken.
Vikings not in that game.
Okay. So the character,
Just look anyways. Come on.
the character by Ken
Yeah.
has been disfigured from disastrous events
Yeah.
involving Japan. Which exact pieces has she lost?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Right arm, left eye.
Wow.
He likes Vikings.
I like Viking.
I knew it was gonna be a you question. I thought you'd be.
And
know
it's
it,
tricky
but-
because the sprite
Okay.
swap. You
I
gotta,
know,
you gotta look
but-
at pictures.
Right. I wanted to give Aaron likes Vikings, man.
That shows you the depth of the fandom there. It's like in the sprite swap, you gotta look at you gotta go to the internet for that. If you really want to know.
No biking in that fucking game.
It'll be in
Damn
the
it.
next iteration, I'm sure.
Now this is back open to the public. Not nearly so.
I want to see what his reaction would have been if I just pulled that out
Esoteric, yeah.
right there. Didn't even actually look at the box. Like, oh, dude, right arm, left eye. Get the hell out of
He
here.
goes, Bill Brasky, right arm, left eye, eat it.
And then just drops the imaginary
Yeah.
mic and like I
Walks
leave.
off the podcast.
We are
Yeah,
done.
just done for
Moral
her.
victory. Podcast over.
Question the 13th.
Yes.
Decreed Verily. This is back open. Who is the oldest character chronologically in terms of their games when the game was released in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale?
That takes some time to think.
Yeah.
Think a little bit.
I got one in mind.
Just think of some of the oldest the characters who would have been from the oldest
Can't
games.
even
in
remember
that.
all the games. What I'm saying.
I'm
Aaron,
gonna go for it.
Aaron.
Sir Daniel.
Nay. Say nay thee verily to Sir Daniel. Wield thine hammer.
I don't even remember
I
the
wonder
full
why
cast.
Crash is not in that game.
Right.
It's weird, isn't it?
I don't know.
You have Raiden and
There's
Dante.
no reason why
You
he
have
wouldn't
Crash.
be.
Didn't they sell
PlayStation All Stars.
the rights?
Well,
Maybe they
yeah,
couldn't have paid for them? I don't know.
Vivendi owns Crash now, but I don't see. I mean, they don't own the rights to Raiden or Dante or the Big Daddy from BioShock or.
Right.
Fat Princess.
I'm just saying they
Or Fat
could
Prince.
have. They could have. No, Fat Princess is published by Sony. They could have.
Oh.
They could have tried it all.
She's
Yeah.
a dog.
I don't remember the
I'm
whole
out.
cast, so I don't.
You remember
I'm gonna
anyone in the
guess-
cast? Just throw the name out.
Yeah.
If they're on PlayStation 1 or earlier.
It is. Go back to about that era.
Also, wasn't it Violator? Not Vindicator?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
is it
yeah.
Violator?
It's
It's been in my head for a
Yeah, you're
while.
totally right. It's
He's trying to
Violator.
think about it.
It's been-
Internet, we have a correction.
Wasn't-
Violator, not Vindicator. For John Leguizamo's clown character.
Yeah,
in
it's
Spawn.
Violator.
Oh, shit. I might know now.
I'll accept answers.
But I already answered.
Okay. We get half credit.
Was it Sweet Tooth?
It was not Sweet Tooth.
But
Yeah,
quarter credit.
Sweet Tooth is totally the second oldest.
I can't think
Um,
of Snake.
No.
You wouldn't know that.
It's not Sweet Tooth.
It's not Sweet Tooth
It's
by.
not Parappa.
It's
and
by.
it's not Sir Daniel.
It's by months. It's by.
It's
It is March to December.
what?
March to December. It's somebody beats Sweet Tooth out by a margin of like 9 months.
Was Sly on?
No.
No.
Sly Cooper's a PS2
Yeah, I
guy.
thought so.
I mean,
can't
the only
remember
other
anyone else in
PS1
the fucking
game, the only other, I'm looking at the cast right here, and the only other PS1 game is Ape Escape.
Nope.
Is that a little...
Kuro and Toro, they didn't have games in America, so I don't...
You've got a dude on there with some wicked hair.
Oh my god, the guy from Tekken.
Oh, Tekken, Heihachi.
Heihachi, yeah.
But that Heihachi is not, that's not the Heihachi from Tekken 1.
Yeah. He's taking the old character from the oldest game. Chronologically.
Yeah, because Tekken, yeah, it was a large box
It was
game.
March 1995. Sweet Tooth was December 1995. Nah.
Am I Vidiac? But Violator.
There was a
Alright, well,
bonus
sure.
open for everybody. Who's the youngest character? Which game is the youngest on that game?
Raiden.
No.
Dante?
Well,
Yes.
Well,
I'm giving no credit for a
Dante.
bonus.
yeah, I guess that Dante is. 'cause
Yeah, that's
not-
the Dante.
Well, yeah.
2013, the
That's
DMC
not-
That's
reboot.
that's
Wait,
if
when
you're
did
counting
Rising-
remakes.
That's from Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, DMC was
DMC's not a it's a whole new
Well,
series.
reboot. Yeah, like a whole new
It's a whole
thing.
different
It was
series. Like it's a new
2015.
character, new universe.
Oh, okay.
Question the
that,
forts.
That Raiden's from Metal Gear Rising.
But it's the same Raiden who was in...
I guess so.
15th, I do decree it.
All right.
The big teeth.
In the Killer Instinct canon. Jago or Jago?
You're fucking jacked.
Yeah, Jago. Iago,
Yeah.
has a long lost sibling. Who are they?
Who is Jago's sibling? That's the question.
Long lost.
I want to make a stupid guess, but
I don't
I'm not
even
gonna.
know.
Say,
Dark Jago.
I'm
Dark
just go
Jago.
Bago.
Bago and Jago.
Spinal.
Are they even a playable character?
It's his dead
I was
brother
gonna
that
say,
was-
I was gonna say Aaron. I was gonna say Kim Woo. She looks hella
He said
Asian.
brother.
No.
Oh, this is a sibling.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Size
Sibling.
of sibling.
Orchid.
Yes.
Borkid.
But
Borkid's related.
you didn't buzz in.
That's fine.
You can tell in the torso that
But what
hourglass
about-
figure they both have.
But what about
Orchid.
their implied love affair? Because everybody assumes
Luke and Leia, baby.
Yeah.
Luke and Leia. It's the
Alright,
old quandary.
long lost.
We're coming around to the main event. We're rounding the corner. We're rounding third.
We're gonna So
What do you feel about this? I want to keep it on the fighting topic, but I wanted to ask if it's unfair to charge for yearly updated versions, whether they're yearly or not, but for updated versions on, let's just put Street Fighter on there. So for like Street Fighter 4, then Street Fighter 4 EX, then Street Fighter 4 Alpha EX, then Ultimate Street Fighter 4 Alpha EX, and you get those within, a year.
I think a lot of people think it is. I mean, even developers, what was it, the new Dead Rising, made fun of the whole thing.
Sure. But is it unfair to do that, or is it completely justifiable? The game is completely worth a new $60 even though you own the game, but they've...
I think in this day where you can patch whatever the hell you want. Back in the day, you had a cartridge. You're not going to patch your cartridge.
Sure.
But you could update, you could mod, you could do whatever the hell with programs now. You download a 3 gigabyte patch for your PlayStation game, whatever. but you have the newest version. They could update the roster, like what
Right.
they do.
It was
Exactly.
a-
Not like add 4 more characters and call it free. It's
Well,
going to be like
let's ask what exactly they do on each patch or on each new version, and could that be included in just a 5 gig patch or
don't
something?
they just screw with like move priorities and speeds and damages and
hitboxes? Do they
Yeah.
add new characters?
So
If they add 1 new character, is that worth buying the game over? Or
my primary genre is fighting games, and so this
the
is something
trivia
that
shows it.
always
you guys are fucked from the start.
it always is a topic of conversation because Capcom is very guilty of re-releasing the game over and over, and that might seem a little underhanded or a money grab, but to be honest, as a fighting game player, I love it, and I'll tell you why. Because as these games are being played over and over and over again in tournaments and households, just whatever, there are vulnerabilities and exploits discovered. And so traditionally, this is before the advent of patching, like when there was cartridges and stuff like that, because it's different nowadays, and I'll get into that in a minute. But back in the day when they would release Street Fighter, and then Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then Super Street Fighter 2, and then Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and so like it seems like a lot, but they're adding and they're fixing things. So like that was the way you updated a game. Like nowadays you patch it. Back then you couldn't patch it in the fucking internet. So like in order to fix bugs and everything, they released a new game, but they also add stuff to it. Every iteration has stuff added to it. Street Fighter 2, the original, only had 8 characters. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the second iteration, had the boss characters added, so it had 12 characters. And then Super Street Fighter 2 added 4 more characters to that. It added DJ, T-Hawk, Cammy, and
Thok.
yeah,
All right.
T-Hawk, DJ, Cammy, and
Rolando.
huh?
Solana.
The hell? Why can't I think of the 4th person? That's my
Dan.
book. Anyway, they they always add they always add stuff along with it, and stages and music and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo added super moves, added Akuma. To me, the updates are welcome. Now, charging a full $60 price tag for it, that is where it gets a little dicey. But back in the day, they used to be able to get away with that because 2D fighters were like the genre.
game. Yeah, that was
So,
what people played.
You could release Street Fighter 2 Turbo a year after Street Fighter 2, and even though it's the same game with just 4 extra characters and some updates, you can charge another $50 for it. Today, it's a little different because today, Street Fighter 4 is the current Street Fighter. There's only 4 iterations of Street Fighter 4 only, but it's been out for 6 years. And the last one just came out last year. And they're not full price games. Like, in order to go, Street Fighter 4, the original, was a full price game. Super Street Fighter 4, the one that released after that, you could just upgrade to. It was like $15.
Yeah, they did offer that. That's
Right.
something they've changed.
And it was digitally. You just pay $15, you get the update. Then they added Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, which added a lot more stuff. That was actually a free update. And then Ultra Street Fighter 4, which is the newest one and has the most significant changes. That one was actually only a $15 upgrade too if you already own the original games. So like I don't think that's a bad deal because the thing is they don't have a steady revenue stream like a MMO like World of Warcraft or something.
Right.
So but at the same time players still expect the developers to support the game. If they're not getting a steady revenue stream, how do they say keep paying these people salaries every year to work on a game that came out 6 years ago? They wouldn't unless they could charge people for their product. So I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
As long as they're pricing it right, and I feel like Capcom is.
After hearing that, I agree with you.
Okay.
I've totally changed my.
Before you were outraged.
Well, no, before. Okay,
Just on the fence.
well, it's different. The fact that they have also, like, I guess the $60 price point is where I more have the issue.
Sure.
With the advent of the internet and being able to do like a $15 upgrade, if that is available,
Right.
that is then if you're going to buy a $60 copy of the game, say you collect, you want a hardbound copy, you are into it enough where that price is not a big deal to you. You want it anyways.
They do have, and then just to be clear, they do have hard
Exactly.
version copies
So
of
they-
these games, but they're not 60. They're usually 30.
Yeah, so they give you like your choice. So they're giving you options. Whatever you pick, that's on you.
And they have to do that because if people didn't buy Street Fighter 4 but want Ultra, which is the current one, they can't go back and buy Street Fighter 4 and then upgrade and upgrade.
Exactly.
Like they just buy the $30 Ultra Street Fighter 4 game. And I don't know. I don't think it's shady. And I don't think it's too frequent, especially with Street Fighter 4. Now, Street Fighter 2 days, it was a little different. Street Fighter 2 days, I only named a few. There is a lot of Street Fighter 2 iterations. There's like 7 or something like that.
But you don't feel entitled to get all that content for free, having bought the game already.
But in the same sense, like, they have, like, with the new Mortal Kombat game and Injustice, they have the Ultimate Edition, and, like, it's a Game of the Year, or whatever, I think it was Combat Edition.
Sure.
Where you
Complete.
could, complete.
Yeah.
You had the option, when you had that game, because now you have the internet, to just download them as they come out.
Yeah.
And they fully advertise it in advance. They don't basically come out and be like, oh yeah, now you have to pay for it again.
All right.
So with the idea of DLC and them giving you the second price point, I agree.
And Mortal Kombat's even a little bit different because Mortal Kombat's additions were just new characters. Like they didn't add like Street Fighter. They add like new interfaces and new stages and new
right.
Like in Mortal Kombat, they added Freddy and they added the Blood Ninja. I forget her name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
the red female Blood
with the bandana.
Yeah, and they added wasn't Kratos in that game too on the PS3
on the
version?
PS3 version.
Yeah,
that's silly.
That's
silly.
That is silly.
I just don't mind
the
it.
same thing for Injustice. They added character packs.
That's the same company.
So.
Yeah. And that's fine. I love more. I think everybody can agree on when it comes to fighting games, more characters the better.
Characters are always worth it though to pay for. People will pay for characters and skins.
Now that has to be
costumes.
priced right too, though, because I don't like it if because like Guilty Gear X3, for instance, did that where like they released the game. I feel like they don't have enough characters in it to begin with, and the characters that there's 2 characters you can buy. One you can unlock, one you have to buy, and it's $8 for a character for one character. I feel like $8 is a little like that game. That character should have just
like
been
a
in there.
MOBA character.
They do that with the MOBAs, yeah. It's like $5-10 for a new,
The microtransactions, if they start getting to that, is kind of when you got to draw the line.
Well, especially when it's on day one, like.
Yeah,
that character was available on launch for $8. Like, really, that means you have the character done. They're in a game because when you download the DLC, it's like 7K, which is just them. You know, like the size of the file.
Unlocking.
It's just them. So it's like a text file unlocking the character or whatever. Like that means it's in the game and it was ready on launch day. Why don't you just include it? It's different if like 3 months goes by and you're like, hey, we made a new character. Sure, charge me $5, $6, $7 whatever for it. That's fine. They like Squiggly on Skullgirls. They added that character in afterwards, after the fact. I'll buy that. But actually, she was free.
If you got like Steam Edition or like something really,
something like that. I got it for free. I got Big Band for free.
I got an early version when they were still kickstarting. So I got all the.
Okay, maybe that's what I did too.
Anyway, as long as it's not like one character is $8. If they do some sort of pack where they, how can I say this, where they actually make it worth it for a consumer, like I'm getting 4 characters. I'll pay $15 for 4 characters any day.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to say if it was the same $8
for one.
I don't know if I'd want to be paying like $32 for its full character.
Oh yeah, no.
It's half the game again just for a
couple of characters,
and that's dumb. Yeah, you got to price it right. And I'm all for DLC as long as it's priced
right.
$5
or under. It seems like the magic number.
I think $5 is about the max you could charge for a character.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially if it's at launch. If it's like I said later on, you can charge me $5 all day for a character. Like. I don't know. Well, if I'm playing Street Fighter 4, which has been out since 2009, and they're like, "Hey, $5, get fucking a brand new character," I'll do that. I don't know, but anyway.
Should we cap it off here and say,
well,
if it's done right, go for it.
What do you say?
I'm pretty much in agreement with everything that's been said. Honestly, I do think that there's a bit of a parallel. I imagine it gets compared to other types of games, shooters, sports games that also have their yearly releases, and I think there are probably separate reasons that go into for those specifically, like say like a Call of Duty. They're basically the same core mechanics, but there is a lot more that's added in each iteration or changed. So it's something that I think in that sense, if you're a fan of those types of games, warrants that. But you've got something to say about that.
Hippie dance over there.
Yeah.
Fuck $15 map packs.
That's kind of absurd. That is
so if they charge $15 for 4 more stages on a fighting game, no.
Well, stages on a fighting game don't really do anything.
Let's play like Power Stone.
Stages on a shooter are huge because that's the environment that you're
right.
It adds to the gameplay because there's different people learning. That's part of the match is the terrain.
There's a reason.
The terrain and the fighting game doesn't matter. It's all just a cosmetic.
Just about any other shooter besides Call of Duty on PC you will just get more stages because people will make them.
Right, yeah. They've got communities
But-
that develop that behind the scenes. You
Call
don't
of
get
Duty
that with
is-
Call of Duty anymore.
Call of Duty is a giant cash cow, and they
Yeah.
can charge whatever the hell they want because they have 40 million people who buy it every year.
Exactly.
I don't
They
even think
call
that
it
number's
money.
not far off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. It was 8 million by the count. I think it was Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2 was 8, and I think it's
That
only
was like 6 years ago.
at least.
Kill
Yeah.
me now.
Kill me now. Yeah, they got communities doing their thing, but so it sounds like if we've explored what the inner workings of each of those do, then it's not really as bad as we think it is. Like,
I don't think it's bad nowadays. I don't think any company really. You know what? That's not true. I'll tell you one company that does it bad really quick, and it's hard for me to say because I love the series. But Blaze Blue. You guys ever
Sure.
play Blaze Blue at all?
a little bit.
A little bit, right?
I'm not good.
I love Blaze Blue to death, but like, fucking Blaze Blue releases a new iteration like every year, and they charge full price every year, and the changes are frustratingly.
Are they just minuscule? Like,
No,
doesn't-
they're frustratingly obtuse. Like, so here's the thing. Like, I'll play a character in Blaze Blue, the original, and by the second iteration, just Blaze Blue, it was Continuum Shift. The character I played had been changed so much that like I can't even play that character anymore. And then I did it again in Continuum Shift 2. The character that I didn't switch to that one was changed, and I had to play. I just like it's frustrating. 'cause
Vega
it's
plays like Balrog, up is black, down is red.
I don't know. I mean, I think the game itself is great, but I hate that they changed the characters enough to where like I feel like I don't know that character anymore. But that's not the point. The point is that they charge full price for these games, and I'm an
they
idiot and I
have
buy
to.
every single one. They're about to release it again. I just bought Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma, which is that big one with the 3 anime chicks on it right there.
Yeah.
They're about to release Chrono Phantasma Extend in 2 months.
Is that
And
on Jeremy's pill that he's trying to hawk on the internet? Or?
The only
No.
thing about that's the saving grace for that one is that it's going to be released for new gen consoles, so I'll buy it again because I want it on PS4.
Okay.
But anyway, $60. I've given that series like $300 plus $400 because I'm an idiot. So what's the next
We're
category?
gonna roll through. It's trivia.
Last round,
Nice.
final round.
Round of the finale. We don't have who wins today because we had such a fighting game.
And I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
This
We
would
had
have been
such a fighting-
perfect for him though, because then you could have done fighting game characters.
We'll do it next time. Work
We'll do it
some
next
up.
time.
Do a workup. I want it on my desk by Monday. That's tomorrow.
You didn't
Right.
say
Listen
which,
to me, Slenderman.
You didn't say which Monday.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Until just now.
Pick a Monday.
Pick a Monday, and it's
Go for
yours. Yeah.
It's yours.
So listen here, fellers. Trivia around the finale.
Don't you call me a failure.
Don't you call me no feller. Trivia.
Trivia.
Trivia. Feller. Round the third. I do decree it in finale. In Bushido Blade 2, which character mimics Cloud Strife's victory pose when they win?
Oh fuck! I don't remember his name.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Highwayman?
No. Did you say
That-
Heimerman?
Highwayman.
Hyma man.
Was that
He's
the guy?
here to bust all your hymen.
Heimenman
Hyman man.
is Slenderman's boss.
I never work with my wife again, Highwayman.
I'm gonna work in my wife again.
I said with
No.
my wife again,
This
Highwayman.
podcast just got amazing.
Oh man, I don't remember his name. I know the dude. I can picture the dude doing it, but I don't know his name, so I'm sorry, man.
Anybody?
Fred Durst.
Frederick
Oh.
Durst.
This is what.
I'm pretty sure there's no more Fredericks in this trivia, if I had to guess.
There are none.
There-
He had
okay.
to think about it.
You had to make sure.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, I have no idea. I just remember when I was a kid, I played the demo of the first Bushido Blade game when I was like, this was like when I was like 6.
Oh man.
And I just screwed around in the demo because it was when they had those little trial packs that
Right.
would come in the PlayStation
You
magazine.
ran around and you cut the bamboo down.
Yes.
And then you
the
stopped.
Jam Pack CDs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those. So
What's the-
that's my knowledge of
what's the
that.
answer?
Fucking Soul Reaver. I played that for eons. It's Joe.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Was there a Highwayman
J.O.
in either of them?
There was a Heimenman.
Okay. It's the only one whose name I can remember.
Question the 17th. I do decree it. In Bloody Roar 2, which character's zoanthrope is a chameleon?
Aaron. Bushizima.
Yes.
Good job.
Boom.
Busuzima though.
That was
Bushizima.
asshole. Dick.
We should play some Bloody Roar, man. We never played Bloody Roar. I think.
We did.
I haven't played anything like... I played the one past 2 like once. I was like,
The
oh, this
one
is cool.
class 2, 3.
Yeah. I played that like once.
Question 18. I do decree it. For what band, not song, is Kai Kisuke's first overdrive
Chris!
in Guilty Gear X2?
Metallica. You said what band, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Metallica.
Metallica. What's the song?
Ride the Lightning.
You
know what's- You know, it's interesting is, and I know you'll believe me, I know nothing about Metallica or
Right.
that song. I only know it from Guilty Gear.
Question the 19th. 19. In Skullgirls, what may be saved from Peacock's frying pan if she's hit at the right time?
Oh, I have no idea.
That was the last time anybody played Skullgirls.
Long time, months.
Really? You guys remember Peacock?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peacock's designed after like 20s era
Yeah, she's got
cartoons.
a lot of random shit that
Yeah.
flies around. I'm
You
saying Aaron, a mouse.
No, I mean it's close, but no.
A Chris, a rabbit.
Chris, no.
No.
Not a
Just
rodent, it's an insect.
A insect.
It's an
Jimmy. Cricket.
nay.
Moth.
Jiminy.
I mean, we're just
Yeah,
guessing.
so I was like,
Jiminy.
I was gonna say the same.
A cricket.
Yes.
Now we're just guessing insects.
It's true. It was an
Yeah.
ant.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
It is like if you hit her at the
Oh.
right time, it pops out and then runs to the other side of
For
the
that
stage.
frying pan? I thought she was a magnifying glass.
No, it was a little thing where
Probably
she like
also
flips
has
it.
a mind.
Yeah, I know she has the
Just
Yeah.
laser.
And that's how she gets that damn ant.
Damn
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Frying it inside of the frying pan with that.
Number 20?
Number 20, I do decree it. In Dive Kick, Johnny Gat is not an original character. In which game does he
Zach.
first debut?
Chris.
Saints Row.
Saints Row, what?
1.
Who the blue? Carry on, my wayward son.
This is dead air. We're doing this. Question 21, I'm pushing through. Question 21st, I do decree it.
She's in Saints Row 1, for the record.
Yeah.
But Zach's got to do it. I've given it to your
Okay.
team.
I scored a point!
Yeah!
There you go.
You did.
We both contributed at least 1 point.
We
Number
lost by
the
13.
Yeah.
Question the 21th.
Yes.
I do decree it. Kraken and Valgus are secret unlockable characters from which 3D fighting game?
I actually don't know. I'm going to guess, though.
Chris.
Wait.
Chris.
It's going to be horrible. It's a horrible fighting game. I'm going to guess... Oh, wait, now I'm second-guessing myself. I have 2 guesses.
Go with your stronger one. Or,
I'd say go with your gut, the first thing that
First
came.
one was Mace the Dark Age.
nay.
Second one, I'm not going to say because it might be right.
Okay.
Aaron, when
Yeah.
I think Mace the Dark Age, I think Cardinal Sin.
No.
Close, same era that I'm thinking of at least. Can you give this a generation? I guess just a time span, 95 through 2000 era.
I'll do you one better, and then whatever buzzer goes.
All right.
Dreamcast.
Oh, that,
Zach.
that ruins mine.
Zach.
I was gonna say War Gods. That's what I thought.
I don't think they had
Yeah,
unlockables.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That era, I want to say Virtual Fighter?
No.
Aaron,
Kraken and who?
Valgus.
Aaron. Soul Blade?
No.
Soul Blade was not on Dreamcast.
Fine.
Soul Calibur.
So,
Stupid.
I have every Dreamcast fighting game.
Sure.
I don't know Valgus or Kraken, but I'm gonna guess. Fuck.
That is not the right answer.
3D fighting game.
There.
I award nobody
Yeah.
any points. The timer has run.
What is it?
Power Stone.
bug!
Kraken and
And Valgus.
Power Stone, like that counts.
They're unlockable.
Power Stone. Anyway, go to what's the next topic?
I think
That
it's
was
the
it.
tally and then a who would win if we want to throw some out.
Nay, we have 0 time, I think.
We pretty much have 0 time.
We have 0 time, but that's all right.
Got one real quick. Who would win? Well, you gotta get
You guys-
the
you guys
score.
go for it.
Alright, who would win a fight? The entire roster from Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U
Okay.
against the entire roster from Mortal Kombat.
Oh well. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat characters are their whole end game is to murder. The whole end game of Smash Brothers is fucking. They're friends and they clap for each other afterwards.
What are they fighting in? Is it a fight to the death?
Probably.
Mortal Kombat characters fight in nothing other than fights to the death.
Friendship again.
For friendship for everyone.
I guess they have babalities and friendships and shit.
The Valley is a weird one. You're like, come back in like 20 years when you can fight me, kid.
I really wanted because they added Sonya Cage to. Is it Sonya Cage? The new character in Mortal Kombat X. That's Johnny Cage's and Sonya's kid.
I don't know.
Cassie Cage.
Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage. I really wanted to be like Sonya Babaladied in like more like canonically Babaladied in like Mortal Kombat 2, and now she's all
She
like
grew up.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I thought that'd be funny
I remember everything, and I'm gonna get that guy who is now like 60.
because now I've been training since I was a baby.
Before they announced that Johnny Cage was going to be in that game,
Yeah.
the night before they put a character screen up of just like, because they had each character in their face, they just put a kennel cage.
Kennel
like,
cage?
Yeah, like literally just like a dog kennel.
Oh yeah.
So it was a cage.
Yeah.
And they just put it up and didn't put anything below it, so if you had clicked it that night, you just were like, oh, there's Sonya Cassie. A cage?
I saw you put that.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck was that?
Of
I
course,
want them to
a
put.
cage.
I saw you put
I hope Mortal Kombat X is fun, but like they were revealing characters, like they're trickling out the information. I just want them to release fucking everybody. I want Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, but Mortal Kombat X.
I want a damn fight stick.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like Mortal Kombat fight stick?
Yeah, I have the
Cross
Injustice
pattern?
one.
Do you want like the standard 6-button layout, or do you want like the Mortal Kombat layout, which is the cross? Like it's.
I want the Mortal Kombat layout. That's how you learn to play that game.
I'll show you something in my garage after the podcast.
Okay.
This is a question that's been haunting me the entire time since it's been a fighting game podcast. I keep forgetting to ask it. Block buttons or hold back?
Oh, don't, dude. Actually, it'd be interesting. These guys are Mortal Kombat players.
Yeah.
You like the block button, or you wish it was just back like Injustice?
I got used to block.
Yeah.
Like block button?
Yeah, like a block button. That's the only reason why. I adapted really well because of knowing actual moves. I can do either of them, but I would say block button.
I'd say block button comes to me more naturally, but then again, I'm not too
I'd
well
say
versed on fighting games.
Block
myself,
buttons
so-
are an abomination. No, they work in Mortal Kombat, but I definitely prefer back.
I
prefer
think
a nice back.
they work
Button.
in Smash Brothers where you're going left
I
and
hate
right.
that.
Otherwise, I want to hold away from the guy so he doesn't punch me.
Right.
I don't
Just
like
back
this-
up from the danger,
But-
you're fine.
I don't
I
like,
like
the
a
Smash
good
Brothers.
counter.
I don't like the Smash Brothers block because it's this weird bubble that goes around
Yeah.
them. I understand it has a purpose because it dwindles as they get hit, but it's
Right.
just it's weird.
Everyone has a bubble. They all were given
It's
bubble.
like a physical. It looks
transmitters.
like it's a physical actual bubble. That
Yeah,
goes around.
as long as they give it like
It's the bubble gland.
Yeah, it's weird.
Thanos' fart, his
he's
It's
back.
the mind gem.
mind fart.
as long as they give it some sort of deterioration, so you can't just kind of can't play like
hold it
Jigglypuff would. As long as it's got something like that, and to be honest, the one thing I would say,
Like a Jigglypuff
it
would.
needs to be increased. People use it too much still.
Blocking.
Yeah,
There's in all modern Japanese fighting games, they all have guard crush meters now. So
yeah.
they'll you can actually visibly most of them you can actually see the meter, but some of them you can. But there is guard crush.
Piper.
I have an
You're the tiebreaker.
back button.
Yeah.
I love a good back tattoo. Just kidding. No, I love the back button. If it's a block button, it'll destroy me.
I would
won't
never use
adapt
it,
to
now would
very
I?
well. Yeah, I won't use it. I'll do the other stuff, and it'll probably get in my way. I'll try to do a combo, and I'll end up blocking instead, and I'll hate my life.
Do you have anything left to say, Aaron?
No.
Do you have results of the trivia?
There is a tie, gentlemen.
What?
All of you gentlemen. I have one question. It's going to be incredibly, incredibly easy. So it's going to be like first on the buzzer.
How was it a tie, real quick?
I'll have you go through, but I
That's fair.
have marked next to the names who got it right.
He did give us one extra point along the way because, like,
I did.
three
It
of
would
us
have
said something amusing.
been you.
All right, what's the question?
You don't have to buzz in either. It's just lightning round. How many arms does Goro have?
Chris.
Four.
Damn it! I just heard. You just said nothing. That's
Yeah.
fine. I'll lose. What's the?
You have to talk like Bill Clinton, and you have to take us out.
Okay. I have to leave, so I have to do this fast.
I'll be Hillary.
No, I do horrible impressions.
Bill!
That's your Hillary impression.
That's all
I can't do Bill. I can do the.
Yes!
Just throw one of those at the end.
It's just start out. Thank you
It's
so much
okay.
for listening.
You do the
My
finger thing.
American.
Thank you
I got
so
a
much.
I got a nice blow jibber while I was recording
these
this
guys
podcast.
blow jibber.
These guys should have did it.
We won,
They
sir.
fucking won.
If you like what we do, help us on iTunes and rate us with a 5-star review. I don't like it at it.
Give us a 5-star review.
Yes. We're also on the Facebook. Look us up under MultiTap Podcast.
And for you to know, that does not mean we are tapping multiple women at the same time in line.
That is straight lecturing. We're on Twitter.
at MultiTap Podcast.
That's true. We're also on Instagram for all you newfangled kids.
Oh, do we have an Instagram?
We have an Instagram. What's the name? What
Mul-
is the name?
MultiTap Podcast.
Just look us up on a MultiTap Podcast. And you can email us with comments if you like what we do, or if you don't like it.
I did them.
Say it again. Repetition is key.
It's the MultiTap Podcast at gmail.com. That's all I got.
You got the laugh.
All right.
It is. And that's it. We had a great day today.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you all later.
Betrayal at Krondor.
Kisses!
Betrayal at Krondor. It's a game. It's not fake.
It's real. I played
Good night,
it.
America. Bite my nuts. You guys are too fucking.
Yeah, I need to see that tally. I don't know how.
Thus concludes the MultiTap broadcast. Gramercy to every listener, and many welcome returns. If so led, the hosts encourage 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes. If you should like to contact the hosts of MultiTap, or give general public comment, they may be reached by way of Facebook at MultiTap Podcast, Twitter at MultiTap Podcast, or personal phone number, which they wisely refuse to give publicly. MultiTap is made possible in part by a fistful of potions and viewers like you. We shall return, as scheduled, in MultiTap Theatre.